I'm reading another book story. It's No Noise Please. How pretty everything looks, cried Jill. Who is coming to dinner? Your Aunt Jan and your Uncle Bob, answered Jilly's mom. I'm glad that you're coming, said Jill. May I help you get dinner ready? I won't need any help in the kitchen for a while, said Miss Street. But I do need some things from the store. I wrote them down for you, Jill. Miss Street gives Jill some money and says, I'll be busy all day, so I'm a little tired. I think I'll rest while you are gone. I want to get some rest before your brother gets home. They will be coming from school before a long time. Miss Street went into her bedroom. Jill started out the front door. Then she come back in the house. She wrote a note and put it on the door. Then once more she started off to the store. After resting for a while, Miss Street decided to get up and get dressed. Soon she heard footsteps and went to see who had come in. How surprised she was to find Aunt Jen and Uncle Bob sitting in the living room. The boys were there too. Jack was sitting near his aunt, whispering to her. Jim was whispering to Uncle Bob. Hello there, whispered Aunt Jen. When he looked up and saw Miss Street, he came a little easier. Uncle Bob whispered. We opened the door and walked right in. Miss Street began to whisper because the other ones were whispering. I didn't hear the doorbell, she whispered. I wondered how that happened. Uncle Bob whispered. We don't ring the doorbell. We don't want to make any noise. The boys were quiet too. Then they come on. They were all for you began being so quiet. I whispered Miss Street. 'Cause answered Aunt Jen in a whisper. There is a note on the door telling us to be quiet. A note, cried Miss Street, with a look of surprise on her face. I didn't know anything about the note. Why? Who wrote it? It is still on the door. No noise, please. Don't ring the bell. The door is open. Walk in and be quiet. If you just want to talk, just whisper. Everyone went outside and looked at it. Look, even went outside and looked at the note on the front door. Uncle Bob said, We did just what the note told us to do. That's why we opened the door and walked in. Miss Street cried. Jill wrote the note. I whispered. I wondered why she wrote it. Jill came up and stepped just then and heard that her mother said. Jill said, I'll tell you why I wrote the note, Mother. I wanted the boys to be quiet while you rest. Uncle Bob smiled at Jill. That was very kind thinking to do, he said, but I'm glad to know that I don't have to keep on whispering, cried Jim cried. How we can make lots of noise. We, shouted Jill. Oh, please, boys, not so much noise, said Mrs. Street. Maybe I should have left the note on the door all the time. That's the end of the story. Bye.